parts of the digestive system. So now, let's begin with knowing the 4 steps na nangyayari sa ating digestive system. First is ingestion, followed by absorption, assimilation, or it is the movement of mechanical chemical digestion, and excretion. At last. So isa-isahin natin. When we say ingestion, from the word ingest, it means that intake of food. So we use, of course, our mouth to intake of food. Doon natin ipinapasok yung mga pagkain. So ingestion happens in our mouth. Next is absorption, from the word absorb. It is a passing of nutrients through channels in the intestinal wall and into the bloodstream. Absorptions of nutrients, no, na kukunin mula sa pagkain natin, doon natin nangyayari sa absorption phase or stage. Next on the list is assimilation. Assimilation, ito yung sinabi natin kanina, way of digesting food through mechanical and chemical breakdown of food into smaller molecules, small molecules. It is happening in our small intestine, of course. In our mouth, there is a breakdown of food, and of course, in our stomach. And lastly, the last stage of the digestive system process, or digestion process is excretion. Sa excretion naman, it is the removal of undigested food out of the body. Yung mga hindi na kailangan sa excretion, nangyayari o nai-eliminate with the help of the anus and the rectum. And of course, the large intestine. Later on, I will explain thoroughly about it. So, class, like what I've said a while ago, there are 2 types of digestion. First is mechanical, and the second one. So, now what is the difference between the two? Mechanical or physical direction is a breaking down of food into smaller particles. Ibig sabihin, non-chemical ways ang nangyayari. Hindi kailangan ng substances para ma-break down yung food into smaller particles. Usually, it usually happens in our mouth. There are other part of the digestive system na nag-occur din sa ating digestive. Okay, ano ba yung pwedeng mangyari dyan? Sa mouth, of course, we can chew, we can tear, and we can grind. Of course, we can mash the food and mix it well. Sa chemical digestion naman, it is the involves further breaking up a larger parts of the food by the action of the digestive enzymes. So, yung carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids ay nakuha natin because of the enzymes that is in our digestive system. So, what do we mean by enzymes? These enzymes speeds up chemical digestion of food, kaya siya tinawag na catalyst, nagpapabilis para makuha, ma-digest yung food chemically. That's why. Alright. Dito din, sa chemical digestions, syempre kinakailangan ng mga chemical para mas ma-breakdown yung food into soluble molecules. Dito yung kinukuha yung mga nutrients na present dun sa food. Nangyayari ang chemical digestion sa mouth, sa stomach, and sa intestines. Ito yung mga organs na to ay naglalabas ng substances, ang mga juices na nakakatulong para mas madaling ma-breakdown yung food, yung complex molecules dun sa food na yon into soluble molecules. Para mas madaling ma-absorb yung mga nutrients na magbibigay nourishment sa ating human body. Okay, this is what we call the alimentary canal, or the different organs in the digestive system that are responsible for digesting our food. First on the list is the mouth. Okay, same thing with the animals na pinakita ko na mode of feeding natin is of course na tinatawag nating mouth. It chews up food and mix it with saliva. Of course, the teeth is a mechanically break down food into small pieces. And of course, the tongue mixes up food with saliva and contains amylase, which helps break down the starch. No, sa bibig pa lang, with the help of our saliva, we can break the food into smaller pieces. Next on the list is what we call the epiglottis. It's a flap-like structure at the back of the throat that covers over the trachea, preventing food from the entering. So, bale, it will help you to block the food para hindi pumasok sa ating pharynx. Okay, next on the list is what we call the esophagus, or tinatawag din natin gullet. This is It is also carry what is eaten. The function of esophagus is to carry the food that you have swallowed to the next organ, which is the stomach. Ang esophagus ay binubuo ng mga layers of muscles. Yung outer layer niyan ay tinatawag na longitudinal muscles, ay yung inner layer naman is circular muscles. Ito yung mga muscles na to na nagkakos ng rhythmic and wavelength contraction of gut ng esophagus na tinatawag nating peristalsis. Contraction of wall of the gut. Next on the list is stomach. Okay? Makikita siya sa ilalim ni diaphragm. Sa stomach has the thick muscles sa walls. Yung muscles na yun, nagko-contract yun para madurog niya yung food. Para mas madurog niya yung food, no? It contains gastric juices which turn the food bolus into semi-fluid, no, after 2 hours. And bagged with strong muscles that mixes food, ayun yung sinabi ni Sir kanina, and enzymes that digest food. So, yung gastric juices is the active enzymes na sinisikret ni gastric glands para makatulong ma-breakdown yung food into smaller particles chemically. So, yung food na pumapasok dito kay stomach, ini-stimulate niya si gastric glands para mag-secrete ng maglabas ng gastric juices. Habang yung food nasa stomach, nag-undergo ito ng physical and chemical digestion. Nangyayari din dito yung tinatawag nating peristalsis, na kung saan yung wall ni stomach, nag-churn niya, sinishake niya yung food, and hinahalo niya yung gastric juice. Yung nangyayari action na to, ito yung pag-atake ng food in a chemical way, na kung saan makakatulong ma-breakdown yung food at ma-dissolve yung mga nutrients na present doon sa food. Tulad yung yan. At ulitin ko na nanatili yan sa stomach into 2 to 6 hours. It can stay longer up to 24 hours. Depende sa kung ano yung kinain natin. Ngayon, yung partly digested food nagiging liquefied. Na ginagawa natin chyme, semi-fluid. Kaya tinawag natin semi-fluid chyme. Yan ay small amount of unti-unting pumapasok o dumadaan sa duodenum. Ayun yung first part naman ni small intestine. Tandaan nyo na connected si small intestine at saka si stomach. Magkakonect yan. Okay, after sa stomach, let's proceed to the small intestine. So, sa small intestine, in 3 to 5 hours, dapat yung food na sa small intestine ay digested na dapat. Ito ay may haba ng 20 feet long. Its major digestions happen sa small intestine, Diyan nangyayari yung major digestion. And absorption of nutrients and minerals from food using small finger-like protrusions called villi, and food stays in your small intestine for 4 to 8 hours. Okay. So, yung proteins na digest na breakdown na into amino acid. Yung fats naman, dapat na-breakdown na into fatty acid and glycerol. Pero yung mga nutrients na ito, bago magamit ng katawan natin as energy, kailangan muna ma-absorb, ma-take in siya ni bloodstream through the wall in the small intestine. Doon sa wall ni small intestine, meron kayong makikita doon, millions of tiny finger-like structures. Ang tawag doon ay villi, inuulit ko, pag bular villi, or villi, pag singular villus. Okay, projected into small. In between dito sa basis ng villi, meron tong mga mini opening intestinal glands na nagsisikret ng intestinal juice. Yung mga undigested food na na-absorb ni villi sa small intestine, particularly sa dalawang parts niya, itong jejunum at ileum, to the network of blood vessels, na kung saan dadalhin niya yon at i-distribute niya yun in the all parts of the body. By that time, yung food ay wala na sa small intestine, basically, free na yon from nutrients. Lahat ng nutrients ay nakuha na. Yung mga natitira dito, yung mga undigested substances ng water and yun naman yung mga parts ng fruits and vegetables na kinain natin. Yung mga undigested food na umalis sa small intestine ay syempre pupunta na siya sa next natin ay syempre mapupunta yung mga undigested food doon sa large intestine. As you can see, this is the large intestine, no? Mas makapal siya, mas broad siya compared to the small intestine. And tulad ng sinabi ni Sir, it absorbs water from the remaining indigestible food matter and transmit the useless waste, no? Materials from the body. Okay, gano'ng kahaba? It is 5 feet long and it gets rid from the small intestine and waste stays from 10 to 12 hours. Si small intestine nyo kanina, nag-open siya papuntang large intestine in the right side of the abdominal cavity, no? Dito yan. Okay? The last part, no, the anus and rectum. So the function is store and release the undigested and other waste called feces or stool. So ang function niya, mag-receive ng stool, no? And sa rectum, dito lumalabas yung tinatawag nating stool, no? Yung mga materials na hindi na-absorb ng large intestine na formulate ng solid waste na tinatawag nating feces, yung laman ng feces ng mga ang laman ng feces ay yung mga dead bacteria, undigested, dried out digestive juices, no? It depicts the rectal contents, and last part of the digestive tract is the rectum. So, ang tawag natin doon sa process na pag-remove ng mga undigested undigestive materials ay tinatawag natin bowel movement, yung pagdudumi. This is the last journey of our digestive process. Ito yung pagkasunod-sunod, the mouth and esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, and anus. Yung mga color white, tandaan natin, yan yung mga tinatawag nating accessory organ that will help to break down the foods into pieces, no? I hope na marami kayong natututunan, but always remember that not part of the food but play a critical role, no? Ito nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, accessory organs. We use teeth, tongue, salivary glands to grind and mix the food in our mouth. That is a physical process or mechanical process of breaking down of food. Next, yung liver, gallbladder, and pancreas ay bigyan natin ng pansin. So, take a look at first is the gallbladder. Where can you find the gallbladder? The gallbladder is a storage tank for bile, a greenish yellow liquid that helps your body to break down and use fats. And also, it is located under your liver and shaped like a pear. Ayun, sa baba ng liver. Always remember that the function of the gallbladder, it is store, concentrates, and release bile na kailangan ng ating pangangatawan. Next on the list is the liver. Where can you find the liver? This one. The liver, it is a factory for antibodies and bile, and it stores vitamins and sugar until your body needs them. So the liver, always remember that it produces bile.
Biles also, which emulsify lipids in aiding the digestion. Their digestion and absorption. With the help of the liver, mas mapapabilis because na napoproduce na antibodies and bile that are needed for digestion. Kaya importante din si liver. Next on the list is the pancreas. The pancreas, it helps you to digest food by breaking down specifically the sugar. So, the pancreas produce digestive enzymes that will help to break down yung sugar na kinakain natin.